Welcome, my fellow humans, to another pick a card reading here at Scatter Love Tarot. I'm truly honored to be here with you guys giving these messages. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that has given me your time, your space, your energy, that has liked the videos, that has commented on the videos, that has subscribed. I'm truly honored, and it means so very much to me, guys. Thank you so much. Today, I am going to do a description of your future spouse / love, because not necessarily everybody wants to get married. But if you are looking to be in love, maybe you just want to have a description of your future love. So let me turn on the light here so we have a better view of what's going on. I did want to light some incense while we're on the video today and send out some protection to those of you, because I feel like love is one of the things that kind of gets... like, people get jealous, especially if you love someone deeply, or if you have a deep connection with somebody that people don't necessarily understand. And I do feel like there is a lot of jealousy there. I'm not here to put a description on it, as we've all been, because that's a very human thing to label things. So if labeling it is what makes you comfortable, by all means, go ahead and label it. That is not something that I necessarily do. So as this incense burns in this space, source, may it be cleansed and cleared of any evil eye, jealousy, or negativity surrounding my collective and my tribe when it comes to their love. May they be open-hearted to hearing the messages that you have to bring forth to them in regards to what's coming next, in regards to their spouse or their love, their future love. Help me describe them so that they can know when they meet them who they are, whether that's by this description or whether that's by the heart of their hearts. Please help my collective understand that it is their choice and their decision to make and take the actions that are best for them in any one given moment. May they be open to their own discernment, listening to their intuition always, and may they be open to their hearts always. As these words are spoken upon my collective and my tribe, so shall they be. Amen. Aho. Ase. Thank you, and thank you. So let me go ahead and put that in here. Maybe if I can get it in the holder. Okay, there we go. Awesome, guys. So you guys may see the smoke there, and that's just how I have it set up. So I do have your guys' crystals picked out. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll show them at the camera here quick once I get the oracle cards out. So I'm going to be choosing today from my Earth Magic Oracle. This is a very first oracle deck that I got so many years ago, and I know you guys have seen it on almost every reading, if not every reading, and it's just because I have such a connection with this deck. So let's go ahead and get into it. Source, what oracle card will help us describe pile number 1's future love? What card? Wow, thank you. Okay. Source, for pile number 2, what oracle card? These are coming out quick. Thank you, Source. And for pile number 3, what oracle card will help describe their future love? Source, what oracle card will help describe their future love for pile number 3? What oracle card will help describe pile number 3's future love? Awesome. Now, generally, this is the future spouse, but again, like I said, it's not everybody wants to get married, okay? So we're just going to keep it plain and simple. We'll check out these cards during the reading. So for pile number 1, I do have, let me focus the camera here, okay? I do have this lapis lazuli. Okay. And for pile number 2, I do have this tiger's eye. Such a powerful crystal. I love this one. I love all my crystals. You won't ever say, hear me say, oh my gosh, I can't stand this one. No, like, this is one that's just so powerful. Okay, for pile number 3, we have the yellow citrine. Okay. We move these up. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you guys are drawn to, that should be the one for you. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. And I will see you guys on your perspective piles, all right? Pile number 1, welcome. This is for those of you that chose the lapis lazuli. This is going to be your reading. If this resonates with you, please subscribe to the channel below so you guys never miss the next reading. And make sure you do set that notification bell so it lets you know when that reading does get uploaded. I'm not doing pick-a-cards every day. However, you guys will see on my channel daily dice. And those are just quick messages that you guys can check out at your leisure to get you through until my next pick-a-card. So we're going to... Speaking of dice, we're going to ask the Astro Dice first to give us a description of your future love. So let's get them cleansed out here with the smoke. All right, perfect. So, Source, can we please have a description of pile number 1's future love? What's the description of pile number 1's future love? Can we please have a description of pile number 1's future love? All right. Ooh, okay. So as soon as I lifted my hand up, I heard this is something you're comfortable with. I mean, obviously we hope that the person that we fall in love with is someone that we're comfortable with, but that was very clear here. So let me zoom in for you guys. Right there. Oops, sorry, I'm not trying to bounce the camera around too much. I do live in an RV, and so some movement is inevitable. Yeah, I heard this is someone you're going to be super comfortable with. This is going to remind you of home, right? This is someone who's going to be very earthy and very much like they could have a very small group of friends. They could be very connected with their family. Most likely they're going to be super connected with their siblings in a very strong way. This person is going to maybe travel a lot as well. Like they're going to be someone who's constantly on the go, but also very slow. I know that sounds so counterproductive, but it's true. Like they're always going to take short trips. So this is someone who, when it's the weekend, they don't want to stay in their zip code. Like they want to get out of their zip code. So they're going to go to the town over. They're going to go 2 or 3 towns over, and they're going to get away because they just want to experience the world around them. They could very much offer for their family and their friends to come along. This is something that they truly love to do. And they have a phenomenal mind. This person, you'll know who they are because they will not think like anybody that you've ever met before. They will have super deep conversations with you. You'll actually be like, what is that when you're sapiosexual? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this person. Someone who gets turned on by very intelligent conversations. I feel like you guys could very much be like that as well. Or you're asking for someone who has good conversations because in the past, maybe all you've experienced is very physical and not very emotionally attached. Like it's just more like, oh, we're attached because we're physical. It's really not a whole lot more than that. And so this person could very much be sapiosexual. Now, this is someone who is very, like, this is not just intelligent, like they're very educated. This person could have a degree. This person could have gone above and beyond in their studies. They could have a media presence, or I am hearing for some of you guys, this is going to be like a news anchor. That came out of nowhere. I'm laughing because it was just so random. It's like, oh, news anchor. I was like, oh, okay. So this could be somebody who's definitely in the public eye. They're very close to everybody that's in their circle. I know that's something I keep saying, but it is something that gets repeated here that I'm hearing. And they are also very active in their life. They like to do group activities. This is somebody who likes to go group skydiving, right? Like, this is just an example, but what they would do is they'd invite everybody they knew and, you know, like, basically talk them into it. Like, let's all go together. It's going to be super fun. Let's have this great trip. Let's do this. It's going to be an experience that we can add to the books, and we're all going to have such a great memory tied to it. And a lot of people absolutely go with them because they just truly enjoy the time that they have with this person. You also will very much enjoy the time that you have with this person. You'll notice that this person may be super successful and have a lot of money. They may have a lot of properties. I heard properties. So they may be very intelligent with the way that they use their money. Their money is for them, not against them. Like, they're very smart and intelligent in the way that they approach their finances. But you'll find that this person is super humble and they're modest and generous. So, like, they may be this, and again, don't take this literal, this is just an example, but they may be like a multi-millionaire, and yet they still wear Birkenstocks and tan cargo shorts and a t-shirt every day, right? Like, this is not somebody who's gonna show what they make in their bank account on their clothes. They're not going to drive what they have in their bank account. This is somebody who probably drives a Honda Civic because it gets good gas mileage and it's paid off. They have the title in hand and it's, 10 years old and they don't care. Like, that's the type of person that your future love is going to be. This is somebody who's not about impressing people with their bankroll. This is someone who is more about being connected with people and sharing. Now, you might notice that this person is a perfectionist at times, and that may become a little bit overwhelming, but understanding that that's just a part of their traits. Like, they're still working on things. It's like they've had so much time to develop the way that they approach life. And so it's like they want everything to be perfect. This person, when they meet you, they're going to become obsessed with you in the good kind of way. Like, they're just going to be flabbergasted by you. Likewise, you've never met anyone like them. And they've never met anybody like you. It's actually very good, honest energy. They're very responsible. They're organized with their life. They have a lot of rational thinking that they bring into situations. They're not going to act based on emotional triggers. They're going to take some time to really understand why they're getting triggered, and they're going to come at you or the situation from a very rational place, understanding where they're at and where you're at. But everything they do, they approach life from this very curious aspect. And this might be someone who writes you love letters or writes you love notes. And understand too that they're very much tied to their routines, and they like helping the world. They like being very environmentally conscious and, offering up their services wherever they can. What a beautiful energy. Like, honestly, guys, the energy here is so good. It is like, I feel so excited for you guys because this is such a good energy. And you're going to realize that while this person feels very comfortable to you, very much at home, they're going to be different than the path that you followed before. We did get a little bit of that earlier, like you've never quite met anybody like them, and they've never met anybody quite like you, and maybe you guys don't fit into each other's idea of what is, attractive or what you guys find attractive. There's going to be this draw that you guys have to one another, and it's going to be based on the way that you guys have healed. So this is someone who takes a lot of time to really understand themselves. They could be a psychology major, since we did talk about degrees. This is somebody who definitely sees that their actions mean something in the world, okay? And they've learned a lot of karmic lessons. They've learned a lot of life lessons, whether it's karmic or not. And they've definitely faced a lot of their fears, and they lean into their strengths, and they're not afraid to use those strengths in the day-to-day life. What an absolutely phenomenal energy that you guys are gonna, this person has, like, you're gonna experience, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to go that way. Let me back up here. Okay. There's no quick way to do it. It's either way too fast or way too slow. So, what a phenomenal energy here. Let's get a little bit more on it with the tarot. So, Source, can you help me describe pile number one's future love to them? This person's also very in touch with their emotions. Like, this is somebody who is very much like understanding of the world from an emotional standpoint, like emotional maturity. This is someone who has a lot going on for them, but again, they don't approach the world like, so if you get triggered, you know how a lot of people just like, they approach the world from that trigger rather than understanding where they're at as a person. That is not something you'll deal with this person. They want me to reiterate that here. So Source, can you please tell us more? How can we describe pile number one's future person to them, future love? Can you help me describe pile number one's future love? Yeah, this person has experienced a lot of self-sabotage in the past. So I feel like this is reminiscent of your energy too. You guys will have a lot of parallel energies about you where maybe you guys took a long time in life to understand your truth, or you might not even be very old, but the thing is here is that in your youth, like this is like adolescence, this could be like your early childhood and your teen years, you guys experienced a lot of upsets, a lot of people pleasing, a lot of giving to others because of genuine hearts, right? Like, and a lot of just not doing what was right for you and feeling like it was an uphill battle constantly. And this person's going to be able to relate with you on that. Even if you guys don't have very similar paths, this person's very empathetic and they're going to be able to understand where it is that you're coming from. And they're never going to make you feel like what you did or had to go through in life was bad. They're going to be there supporting you for that. And it's like, this is that energy that you both are letting go of. And I feel like there's a lot of healing when you guys meet here. There's going to be a huge aspect of healing. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Swords on the bottom saying that that's the truth coming through here. I didn't even know that was there. I was just talking about this card. So there's like this energy coming through here where you guys are really going to be super supportive of each other. And it's exactly what you both need. Source, can you help me describe pile number one's future love? Help me describe pile number one's future love. Pile number one's future love, Source. Let's get some more cards on it. Pile number one's future love. Whoa, okay. Okay, well, I'm going to leave that there because there's some reason why it flew out like that. I'm going to get one more card on it. Please clarify pile number one's future love. Gosh, this person has such a calm energy. Like, it's such a beautiful energy. Yeah. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Look at that. This person is not going to hesitate to communicate with you. They're not going to hesitate to come in and declare with you exactly what it is that they want from you. Like, they're going to be very transfixed on you. And they're going to be very much in, like, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Hypnotized. They're going to be very hypnotized by you, but in the best possible way. Like, they're going to want to create a connection as soon as possible, like, and not necessarily take things like from, oh, we met and we're jumping in bed. That's not what this person wants. This person wants to build with you one step at a time, very slow. This is a very spiritual connection, and they want to keep that one step at a time here. This could be, let me get the cards out and then I'll tell you the signs that I have here. Yeah, this is very much past energy. Okay. And there's a choice here too. Like, I want you guys to understand. So, like, nothing in tarot is guaranteed, right? Like, we can absolutely give you guys what the cards tell us, but as a human, you have free will. So you could make a decision in 5 minutes after this reading that would change the outcome of the reading. And I'm not telling you that to worry you guys or anything, because it's all about really leaning into your intuition and knowing. And so what they're saying here is there's a choice that's having to be made here. there's this balance in this person's energy where they've been stuck in a grief period for a very long time where people have stabbed them in the back. They've had to deal and clear karmic situations. We talked about that with the dice. And this is just clarifying that clearing of karmic lessons, like really learning those lessons. And this person's kind of in right now. They're on this fine line of really observing those lessons, or there's this energy of they're going to stay in spiritual defeat for a little bit longer. We're not getting a timeline today, guys, and I apologize. That's just not something I really rely on because it's different for everybody. But understanding right now, they're dealing with, do I learn victory and do I grow from this? Do I learn my spiritual lessons from this? Do I let my spiritual lessons sink in? Or do I stay in this period of defeat and grief from people who have let me come from this place of imbalanced energy, right? And so this person has definitely been through it. They're going through it. They're experiencing a lot. However, right now where they're at, they're going to come to a realization where they do want to build something with someone, and they do want love with somebody, and they do want something that can grow into something very beautiful. And I feel like that's with you, whether you guys have already met or whether you haven't met. They know it's with someone like you, okay? So whether you've met, they know it's you, or if you haven't met yet, it's like you guys are manifesting each other, and it just takes time, right? Love is a big manifestation. Everybody's rushing for it to happen really quickly, and understanding that love is just a really big manifestation because you want what you want. And it takes time for that to vibrate towards you in the grander scheme of things. And so allowing the time to go by with the knowing that they are coming and that they do want to build with you. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety here, a lot of fear. But you guys will start as friends, and then you guys will build from there. And that's like a really cool energy that's coming through. Like you guys will be really close friends. You may be already friends. And you guys will be able to build a connection based on that friendship, which will blossom into love. You guys also may create businesses together. This person's very good with their money, and that goes to show you that when they get connected with you, they're going to help give you some insight on money. Even if you're really good with money, like this person just is really good at investing. And so maybe you've been wondering like, man, I just really want to get into investing. What do I do? And this person is going to help you with that. May I please have some advice for pile number 1 in regards to their future love source? May I please have some advice for pile number 1? I felt it. No, you don't want that one. Okay. May I please have some advice for pile number 1 in regards to their future love? Some advice, source. Okay. May I please have some advice for pile number 1 in regards to their future love? And this too is with, okay, I understand. With this Knight of Swords here, they're saying to become your own hero in the situation. So if you guys are hoping and praying for someone to fill this void in your life, right? That it's like becoming your own person that fills that void. You becoming completely fulfilled, and that's going to help this person do what they need to do. It's not about you guys having it all on your shoulders. It's just about you guys remembering that right now, you are the most important thing in your life. Whether you're with somebody or not, it's like you're the most important thing in your life, and making sure that you're always in a high vibrational state and that you're always doing things that make you happy. Because I feel like in the past, the reason that either one of you have experienced a situation like this is because when you find love, you lose yourself in that love. And this is not going to be that type of love. This is going to be a type of love that, yes, it's comfortable. It feels like home. It's a really beautiful love. But it's going to be different than anything that you've experienced in the past. And maybe what you've done in the past is run away from things that have felt comfortable because you're so used to getting treated a certain way. Right? Maybe there was abuse that you experienced or anything like that. And the same thing with this person. And they wanted to run as far away from that as they could. And so it's like going the complete opposite direction of what you grew up with, right? For health reasons, for mentality reasons, for your own preservation here. And it's like what's happening here is it's like all the good aspects of what you remember from home, like those things you reminisce about, that's what this person is going to remind you of. It's going to feel like coming home, but more than that, it's going to feel like coming back to your soul. But it's like you have to find the path there first, and then together you guys will help each other really cement that into this physical realm. Yeah, so we have the 8 of Diamonds here. Yeah, there's some work that still needs to be done. Okay? Like, but what I love about this card is that it's like everything that you guys have experienced, both separately and what you guys will experience together, actually knits together, or quilts, if you will, quilts together this beautiful life experience. And what I was talking about, karmic, and 8 is a karmic number. It's also the number of abundance. So it's like once you guys clear out this karmic energy, you're working on yourself, you're doing what's best, right? You can only knit your side of the quilt. They can only knit their side of the quilt. It's like, and then together you guys can put it together once that happens. But it's like once you work on yourself and you build yourself up, then you guys will be able to experience life together. And this is all about doing things in a very unconventional way, right? Like you're not doing things based on what society says. You're doing things based on what feels good for you and becoming your own hero. Yes, we have the Queen of Hearts, also depicting the Empress here. This is about you guys really embracing that inner divine feminine. Your advice here is to work on embracing your divine feminine and receptive energy. The more you come into a state of receiving, the more this person will be able to gravitate towards you. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Whatever you identify with, this is truly about healing your inner divine feminine energy. And as you do that, you guys become a magnet for this person to come forward. Like it's going to help you guys vibrate together in the huge web of life. Right? And just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We have the King of Diamonds on the bottom. That is exactly the energy that I've gotten from this person this whole time. As you guys rush in to save yourselves and create this safe space for yourselves and really build yourselves up into this beautiful energy, this King of Diamonds here is going to gravitate towards you guys because you're going to be irresistible to their energy. It's like I said, you guys have been manifesting each other, and that's just something you can't deny, right? Like it's when you guys come together, it's going to be like, oh, like you're the person of my dreams. I always wanted you. Yeah, and this is number 11 coming out here with the moon and deer and power. Like this is a very spiritual connection. We said that in the beginning. I got that right away. And I love this confirmation here. The number 11 is a very spiritual number. It's all about our growth, our spiritual growth, our ability to connect. And this absolutely makes me feel like you guys are connecting on a soul level. Maybe not a physical level, but on a soul level. Like you guys are going to be able to call each other in. And what you experience separately, you guys are going to experience on a much higher vibrational level when you guys come together. I love that. So let's see here. Get a love oracle on it, source, for pile number 1. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see. What do we got? On the bottom of the deck, we have number 48, which is 12. 12 is all about opening up your perspective, also allowing yourself to listen to your guides, and your intuition is so important here, but remembering to open yourself to love and to see things from the eyes of the divine love, unconditional love. I'll always love you, not I'll love you when, right? And it says demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. And so this is also going back to finding out what's important to yourself and acting on that. And that's how this person comes in. So it's important for you to do that because I feel like you've mastered this. You know what people want in life and you're capable of giving that to them. But sometimes there is a struggle giving that back to yourself here. And learning how to give that back to yourself will open you up to a whole new experience in this world. Let's get Oh, so I was going to tell you guys the signs I was getting is Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, and Capricorn energy. So that might be the signs that you guys are dealing with. Not necessarily. That could just be a confirmation. That could be your zodiac sign, but that is what I'm getting here, okay? And that's with the cards. I don't get signs and clarifications from the dice because the dice aren't, there's a way to read the dice and they're not necessarily there for confirmation, okay? At least on my channel. So let's get one more card here. Whoa, I just want one, not half a stack. Oh, okay, well, that's the one they want. Is that one? Okay, then I'll take it. I will take it. On the bottom, we have House 11, Aquarian energy, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. And this is another clarification of everything that I've talked about. There's been a huge mountain in this person's life. There's been a huge mountain in your life. And together, you guys are going to create a beautiful community. You guys could very much impact the world around you in a very beautiful way. So we have number 43, which is 7, and 7 is all about luck. It's creation, snake. This is like, I always see this as a snake is shedding skin around this heart. If you see that there. It's like this snake has shed their skin around the heart, and it's like being in touch with what you want to create in life and really rooting that into this physical realm and creating the life that you desire right now, not worrying so much about love. And I know sometimes that's really hard because we live in a society where everybody says you have to be in love, otherwise something's wrong with you. It is a societal belief that so many of us are dealing with and trying to shed, and that's not wrong. It's not right. It just simply is. And this is just a reminder to come back to what makes you happy in life. I love this. I love that you guys got this card. We have number 37, which is 10. That is completing a cycle, letting it go. It says act if your partner is here, or act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you and you will always consider them. So this is absolutely synchronistic to the reading that we've had. You guys are the queen over here. They're the king, like, or vice versa, whatever. But we do have that very feminine energy, right? You have this earthly energy over here, the water energy. Both are representative of the feminine energy in life. So always acting like they're already with you. Like all manifestation is acting as though you already possess it, and then it will come to fruition, right? So what do we have here? Leo energy, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. So creation again. It is important for you guys to be in your creative, divine, feminine energy and be very confident with yourself. Be loyal to yourself, and you guys will invite this in another person. You could very well be inviting in a Leo as well. And I love this. We have Gaia here, nurturing. This person is going to nurture you. That's like, not only are they going to bring these aspects into your life, they're going to be confident, loyal, and creative. They're going to help you learn how to nurture yourself. They're going to nurture you. They're going to remind you that you deserve to be nurtured, because you're already nurturing yourself. But it's like hard sometimes when we learn how to nurture ourselves, we don't receive that necessarily right away from another person. And this person is going to show you that, and it's going to make you feel very, very much validated in the way that you took to take care of yourself, to go towards what made you happy. It's like maybe people don't always say, oh, what you chose was a good idea, or what you did was a good idea. And it's like this person is just going to be fascinated by the path that you chose, because you guys were just meant for each other, right? Like you guys manifested each other. It's like Source took into consideration what your wants were in life, and you guys manifested each other into this life. So I love this. I love this reading. This is absolutely beautiful. I hope that this helps, pile number 1. If it did resonate, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave a purple heart in the comments to let other pile 1s know that they're not alone here, guys. And hit that notification bell so you guys always know when the next reading does come out. If you guys are interested in more in-depth readings, check out my other channel. It is Readings by Circe. It will be linked down below in the description box. I also have it linked on my home page, so you guys can click on that and go right over there, or just type in Readings by Circe and I will pop up. So that being said, I will get on out of here, my fellow humans, but until next time, stay human. Welcome, my pile number 2. For those of you that chose this tiger eye, this is going to be your reading. We're going to ask Source to describe your future love, or for those of you that want the future spouse. Everybody's on a different energy journey wherever they're at, and so I don't want to just limit it to one thing. However, love is pretty something that everybody's looking for, right? So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. We're going to ask the dice first, and then we'll get into the tarot. Let me go ahead and smoke cleanse these first. If this resonates with you, please hit that thumbs up button below, my fellow humans. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you always know when the next video does come out. So let's get into it. Source, for my fellow humans on pile number 2, can you please help describe their future love? What can you tell us about their future love, Source? Can you help describe their future love? Source, for pile number 2, can you help us describe their future loves? What can you tell us about their future loves? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Interesting that we got House 10 and Virgo energy all together here. I love that already. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see the dice. I'll move them up here. Whoa, that is way too close. There we go. Let's try right there. Maybe a little bit further. Okay, there we go. I hope you guys can see those okay. All right. Excellent. Yeah, so House 10. What is your future love going to be like? Well, let's just say they're a hard worker. This is going to be somebody who wants to be a parent, a father. Okay, like, I feel like you guys watching this could very well be the women or the feminines on here. If you're not, that's okay. It just means that this person wants to be a provider in your life. So even if they are a woman or the feminine, they just want to be a provider for you, for the family. That's not necessarily to take care of you all the time, but they just want to help provide, okay? For those of you that I'm talking to that you are the feminine, you identify with the feminine, and you're looking for the masculine, this is a masculine that wants to take care of you, to let you explore life and take care of family, right? But they absolutely want to be a parent. This person is going to be super successful in life. They could have a fortune. If not, this person has a public reputation. I did hear politician. That is something that came through here. So just putting it out there, guys. That's something I heard. This could be somebody who also is, they could have social media fame. This is somebody who could be an actor. This is somebody who could be an actress. This is somebody who could be a singer. This could be a musician coming through as well. But this is somebody who does stand in the limelight. And they are very successful at what they do because they have determined what their long-term goals in life are. They're very grounded. You may notice at times that this person comes across as very pessimistic or down, and it's just because they have a huge weight on their shoulder to continue on with the legacy that they're building, and they don't want to carry it alone. They want someone to help them carry it, and it's not necessarily to put you in the limelight. It's not to put you in any awkward situation. They just need a supportive being at home that's ready to listen to them when they have a hard day, that's ready to be there to give them love when they have a hard day, or just to hold their hand through the hard times, right? But this person is very much in their masculine energy, and they're very much an authority figure in their life currently. They have a lot of structure, routine, and they are an expert at what it is that they do. People come to them for advice, and that could be very intimidating when you meet this person, or if you've already met them, that could be something that was very intimidating to you, and they're just saying that that's just this person's energy. That's what they were always meant to gravitate towards. And they did, and they stood in their North Node, and they know what that is. And so they're not afraid to share that with somebody. And that's a very strong energy that's coming through here. Now, Capricorn rules house 10, right? Like the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn energy. So this person, I don't usually use this as a clarifying. If you guys have watched me and you've seen me with the dice, I don't use the dice as clarifying energy. However, because we have Capricorn energy twice here, if we had had all three, that would have been a big indicator. But this person could very much be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could have Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And that's just a clarification for some of you. That is not going to be a clarification for all of you. We'll get into signs as we get into the reading, okay? And this person is very determined, they're hardworking, and you will find that they're very disciplined. I feel like you guys are kind of more go with the flow type energy. When I connect with your energy, I get the kind of like, yeah, I'll do things as they come. If it excites me, I'll do it. Some of you guys could be very structured. Some of you guys could just need somebody that's structured in your life because you don't have a lot of structure yourself. This person is persistent. When they put their mind to something, they get it. They do not back off. They have a lot of ambition. They like security. But again, they're very burdened in life, and they could come across as that very pessimistic energy coming through once again here, saying that, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm not good enough, or I don't have enough energy to do this, or they're just fearful of failure. Like, this person is super fearful, and I feel like it's not your responsibility to make them feel better. However, what will make them feel better is just knowing that when they have a bad day, they can come home and you'll listen, right? Like, that's a big deal for them, especially with this moon energy coming out on the end here. It's like this person has a lot of deep emotions that they don't share with anybody. Capricorn energy being a very masculine type energy, we know that masculines have been told in life that it's not okay to cry. It's not okay to feel emotions. That makes you too sissy, that makes you this, it makes you that, it makes you a woman, whatever. Everybody feels emotions. All humans feel emotions. That is what being human is to experience emotions. However, they have a very hard time with expressing their emotions, and that's what they're looking for, is somebody who they can come home to and express their emotions to, because they're just fearful of not being accepted by anybody just for who they are at their core, because they've been so successful in the physical realm. It's easy to get validation from people in the physical realm. What scares them deeply is not being accepted on a very deep level emotionally, okay? So that's something that they really want. Just a second, guys. Okay, and with this moon here, guys, this is just saying that this person likes their home situation to be very private. So like I was saying, like, they're going to totally share with you, but like that energy, they don't want you to necessarily be in the limelight. If that's something that you have, then that's totally cool. Like, if you guys are on social media, or if you guys have your own platform or anything like that, like, they're fine with that. But there's not going to be like this crossover between you two. It's like they keep their business very separate from their home life, because they want their home to be a very secure place where they can nurture, where they can let things happen that are supposed to happen at home. Like, they're not going to let home and work bleed in together. That's not something that this person enjoys. They keep everything very separate. And when they come home, that's when they let their emotional side come through. Like I said, it's like they very much struggle with this idea of being emotionally open with people. And it's because they've gotten so much validation on their hard work, their routine in the physical world. And so when they come home, they want someone that they can share and reflect with and really build that emotional deep connection with. And that's this person's energy. What a lovely person. Like, they really do have this beautiful energy coming through here. Very strong. Like, they've always had to have been the support system in their family, not just emotionally, but this person could very much financially support their family. I'm just putting that out there. It's not meant to make you guys uncomfortable or upset or feel like you're not number one. It's just to say that this person has always been put in a position where they were the ones that had to support those that were around them. And so they want someone that they can share that with that means something to them, right? So let's ask the cards, guys. Let's get some more in it. Source, can you please help us describe pile number 2's future love? Can you please help us describe pile number 2's future love? And this could be somebody that you guys are already with, and this is what they're currently working on. So again, as it resonates, guys, this is not just for the single people. This could absolutely be for those of you guys involved in a relationship. And we all grow spiritually each and every day. And so this is something that, you know, you guys could be experiencing in the near future, right? So let's ask the cards. Source, can you please help us describe pile number 2's future love? Wow, that came out quick. Thank you, Source. Really feel like they're leaning towards Capricorn energy here. This is just somebody who takes very methodical steps in life, okay? Can you please help us describe pile number 2's future love? They want that one. Thank you, Source. Help us describe... Wow, that came out quick. Yeah, I understand why that came out. Can you please help us describe pile number 2's future love, Source? One more card. Thank you. Thought that was 2 cards for a second. Yeah, okay, so this person's been through it. They've been through a lot. They're just really exhausted. This is like the 10 of Swords in my deck. When it's in the reverse, it talks about emotional exhaustion. This is, I've done the same thing. I've tried the same thing over and over again. It hasn't worked. It has just kind of created this situation where I'm constantly fighting people and no one actually understands where I'm coming from. So this person is in a state right now in their life where they feel like they're not understood. Like they're misunderstood by the people at work. They're misunderstood by the people at home. They're misunderstood by their close circle of friends. And that's what they're looking for, is someone that they can be emotionally open with while sharing the fruit of their labors with. Okay, so I don't want you guys to get discouraged because there's a lot of reversals out, okay? I don't want you to get discouraged by that at all. We have the Pope reversed, Strength in the upright, the 9 of Wands reversed, and we have the 5 of Coins here, okay? And again, if you guys notice the differences in the meanings, it's because I read the original Italian deck. I don't read the Rider-Waite-Smith, okay? And so you'll notice these things. This person has had a hard time with commitment in the past. They're actually very strong and self-centered, and they're very capable of cutting things off quickly. They're not afraid to start over, right? Like that's this energy here. This person is not afraid to begin again. This person is not afraid to put efforts towards something that's actually going to work. The minute they see that something's not working, they deal with it on a personal level and they cut it off right away. Right away. And in the past, it has always left them feeling alone. It has left them feeling like they don't have anybody that they're meant to be with. And this is somebody who is very much capable of standing on their own without somebody. That's not what they want, but they're capable of being alone and they're okay with being alone. I just want you guys to understand that this is somebody who's not begging for someone to be in their life. They want a love in their life, but this is not somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna, you know, like all I want in life is to be loved. They want that, they desire it, but this person is more than capable of standing on their own 2 feet. Right? They've had to let go of a lot of situations. They've had to let go of things so that they could continue to grow on their own, so that they could continue to build security, financial security around themselves. This is not building security because of other people. This is building security in spite of other people, because they've watched people fall, they've watched people fail, they've watched people fall apart, and this person did not want to be part of that. This person has learned how to be stable and secure in the moves that they make. So this is somebody that if you meet, you could find that they are a bit hard-headed. They're a bit stubborn in the way that they approach life, like that pessimistic energy as well. They like to control aspects of their life. Like especially when it comes to love and relationships, they have an idea of how things should play out, and it makes them very weary and exhausted when things don't play out that way. And that's not to like scare you guys away from this person, because understanding like if this is your future love, there's going to be some type of connection between the two of you that maybe things don't play out the way that they had planned, but they're going to still have this draw to you that they can't deny. Okay, and that's going to bring them forward. It's going to be something that they've never felt before. It's something that when they had to cut ties with people, and these are serious ties, like maybe they were engaged or maybe they were married and they had a divorce. These are very serious ties, things that they're like, oh, I did this because this is what society said I needed to do. It didn't work out. Multiple times this didn't work out. And finally, after the one that broke the camel's back, they were like, look, I'm done. I'm done. It's either going to be the way that I desire or it's not going to be that way at all. And so this person can come across as very domineering and controlling, and they're not. They're not. It's just that they've had their heart broken. They've had to break hearts, right? This person, I feel, has been very much on both sides of the scale. Like they've had to let go of people and they've had people let go of them. And they've come into this energy of just understanding that change is inevitable. I'm okay with change. They're constantly on the go. They're constantly changing themselves. They're constantly changing the way they approach life because they take those small steps to getting what they desire. And the only thing that it hasn't worked out with is in relationships. And they're very tired. They're very exhausted here, right? Yeah, look. They've had, it's like the Five of Wands really talks about this imbalance that has happened in their life, but they've restored their balance back because of it. It's like being knocked off the podium and then having to crawl back up because of situations that have been addicting and obsessive and toxic and things that just, you know, while the devil in the reverse isn't always necessarily a bad thing, it can be. It can talk about sexual addiction. This can talk about alcoholism. This can talk about things that just aren't very good. It's not talking about third-party situations, although this person could have dealt with third-party situations. The devil in reverse here, though, is talking about that they've had to rely on working hard in their life because that's the only thing that comes easily to them. Everything else they feel they outgrow, and you're going to keep this person very much on their toes, and they're not, like, it's almost like they're not ready for you when you come in, but in turn, you're everything that they've ever wanted. It's like, of course, no relationship is perfect, right? So don't be in this, oh, we're perfect, it's perfect. The whole thing, it's not, it's going to be super easy. It's going to still take work because you're two individuals coming together. It's not, oh, you guys complete each other. This is, you're a whole being, they're a whole being, and you guys are coming together to create a whole family, right? Like that's becoming family. Two people together becomes a family. And so there's going to be differences. However, you guys are going to be in a place where you're going to be able to work through it. And this is somebody who, when it's like a warning, I feel like this Ten of Swords is like a warning, not as a red flag, but just as be cautious, because this person has a tendency to shut off emotionally when they get exhausted by a situation. So this could mean that they've had a long week at work. They've worked 100 hours this week and they come home and all they want to do is kick back and put their feet up, and for some reason the two of you guys start arguing. It's a little petty argument. However, because this person's so exhausted, it's going to feel like the end of the world for them. Whereas this might have been a situation before where they cut things off. Now they don't want to because they care about you so much, right? But if you let the argument escalate, this person is going to completely cut themselves off. Like they're not going to talk to you. They're going to go into a little hole. Like they're basically, and you're going to feel like left out. And it's not because of you. It's because this person is already exhausted when the argument starts, and it doesn't matter who started it. They could have started it. You could have started it. It could have just started because it started. It's just that it's too much for them to handle at that time. And there's got to be a way to remember that when this happens, it's not you. Okay, they're dealing with their own internals. It's not to be toxic about it either. Oh, it's not me, it's you. You obviously need something to do. You know, it's not about that. This is about reminding yourself that when they're exhausted like this, hey, wait, Neither one of us are going to come to a decision at this moment. So let's take a step back and let's talk about this maybe when we're both in a better state of mind, okay? Or in a more energetic place or whatever it is. And just reminding them that they don't always have to fight just to be heard. Reminding yourself that you don't always have to fight just to be heard, right? You guys will be heard when you approach the situation from a very adult place and in a centered place. Trying to burn up the cards, I guess. Let's get some advice on it. Source, may please have some advice for pile number 2. Okay, it is coming out in the reverse, but I don't take these in the reverse, but we'll check it out when it turns over. It could be one of those cards, it doesn't matter. So on the bottom of the deck here, we have the King of Cups. Yes, this is somebody who's very emotionally... Like, that's why this person doesn't show their emotions out in public. They're very much in a balanced state with their emotions. They are capable of dealing with things. They do not take action based on an emotional standpoint. This person's very emotionally mature. And like I said, it's like there's always going to be arguments. There's always going to be disputes because that's human. That's human of us. Not everything is perfect and easy all the time. Like there's going to be two minds coming together. And in that, you're going to have things that don't go hand in hand always, right? Like they don't always work out. They don't always come together easily. It's like there's always going to be some kind of dispute down the line. And it's not to freak you guys out. It's just to remind you guys that that's life. Okay, that's what it is to be human. You argue with your parents. You argue with your siblings. You argue with your best friends. That's life. It doesn't mean you don't love each other, right? But this person, while they understand that, they want someone to share that emotional energy with. They want someone to come home to that's like, I can let out my emotions and be safe because I can't do that out in the working world. Yeah, they're used to holding on to this idea with the 4 of Diamonds here. Okay, they're used to holding on to this idea where everything has to be a certain way. It's like they're always outside looking in on the situation because they're too afraid to get emotionally invested. They're too afraid to get physically invested in a situation. And so currently this person walks away from things very simply, very easily. No questions asked. They're just like, nope, that's just not going to work for me. And when you come along, you're going to make this person question this energy, or if you're already with them or you've already met them, like you're making them question this, what they've always done, not the fact that they do it in the past that was wrong. It's like right now with you, they don't want to do that. They want to hold on. They want to stay with you. They want to be in this place of seeing things from both aspects and seeing things from both sides and seeing things from both shoes. And it's like understanding where you're both coming from and knowing that together you guys build a very strong connection. You guys build a very strong foundation. This is foundation, structure, and stability is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords come out. It wanted to come out in the reverse, right? But it also depicts the Death card here. And this card is talking about, in the reverse, it's talking about being in such a huge place of grief. Like, I can't move on. I can't do anything. I can't change my life because it's upsetting. Like I said, I don't take these in the reverse because these cards are different. And the reason I don't take them that way is just because they are different. And some of them don't even have reversals. And so I just take them all in the upright. What this is saying, though, is that they're changing. Right? We have 4 and 4. So 444 may be a very powerful number for you guys. They may see 444 a lot. But what this is saying here is that they truly have come from this place of not changing their ways. And what are you doing? You're creating a situation where now they're willing to change. They're willing to transform. They're willing to let go of the past to change their ways. So the signs that you may be dealing with are Taurus. We have Leo energy, we have Sagittarius, we have Taurus energy, and Gemini energy. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards out on it. Wow, that came out quick. All right, thank you, Source. On the bottom, we have authenticity, number 17 with Wolf. Yeah, you guys are going to hit their intuitive side because you guys are more authentic. You're more authentic than anybody they've ever seen. you know, we spend our whole lives becoming our true authentic selves. I think it's just a journey that we go on. There's never going to be like, oh, I'm my most authentic self. It's like you guys are your most authentic self in this moment, and that's what you're going to continue to be. And that's what really affected this person when they met you. Like, they were just like, wow, pile 2, like, you're so authentic, like, you're so different. You're not trying to be somebody you're not. Like, you're really always trying to work on yourself, and that's what they do, right? So on the bottom, we have number 21, choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. And I feel like this is clarifying what I was saying with this 10 of Swords energy. It's like that warning, or just that to remember this is that when you guys have an argument or disagreement, are you guys in a good place to talk about it? Can you discuss it instead of argue about it? Make yours with love. Like, it's okay to put things on the back burner for a little while. Hey, you know what? Let's just put this off to the side right now. We can't really discuss this. Why? Because it's not really conducive to our journey right now. We're just going to end up in tears, or we're just going to end up hurting each other right now. And so that's that reminder there. Thank you, Source. So what do we have over here? We have a trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Yeah, you guys are definitely not going to have a huge situation happen between you two. There's not going to be a lot of disputes between you guys. Things are going to be able to flow pretty flawlessly between you guys. Again, we're all human. I can't promise you guys you're never going to fight. But what this is saying is that when those arguments come up due to exhaustion, due to just whatever situation arises, both of you guys are going to be able to come from a place of either walking away to cool down, and the other one's not going to take it personally, and being able to really be there for each other in that time. So it's like, if they need space, you're going to be able to be like, okay, they need space right now. I respect that. If you need space, they're going to say, hey, pile 2, you need space. I respect that. Like, they're always going to come from that place. You're going to come from that place. Somebody over here with a really loud car is rolling up. I apologize, guys. I don't know if you can hear it. I have the microphone pointed the other way, so... What do we have here? News with number 23 and Raven. So birds could absolutely be very symbolic for your guys' connection. You could see a lot of birds. You guys could see a lot of ravens when you're getting ready to meet this person, or when you're with this person. And that's just that connection. Very spiritual by nature. Pile 1 was super spiritual too. You guys are very spiritual, but this is in a different way. Like, this is telling me that you guys are going to always be able to communicate with each other. And this is like that higher type of love that says, you know what, I'm in it to win it. We're always going to support each other, but we're always going to find a very common ground to talk it out. And that's what I'm getting from this Raven card. You're not afraid to change the way you approach things each and every day. They've been comfortable in change. That's what they've known all their lives. They're comfortable in there, and you guys also are going to learn that together. So we have number 7 coming out. 7's a spiritual number. It's also the number of luck. I feel like you guys are absolutely going to build a family together. It says the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And I feel like this is just a reminder to you to always stay in a state of love. Take action from a place of love, no matter what. Like, I feel like sometimes you guys get hopeless on the search for love, or even if you're with this person, it just feels like it's taking forever. It's because this person likes to take things slow and methodical. We have that Capricornian energy coming through. They don't want to rush things because they want to make sure that you're the one. This is the one that's going to stick. And so if that happens, or if you guys are getting impatient with, you haven't met this person yet, they're just saying shift your focus back to love. Don't let negativity win here, because you guys are coming to this kind of union that's very beautiful. It's going to change the world. It's going to raise the vibration of the world. It's going to be very happy. It's very like, this is very much spiritually guided, and you guys are going to feel the connection like you've never felt before. But you have to stay in that high vibrational energy so that you don't let yourself doubt the journey, right? Like, remind yourself, it takes time. Love is not an easy manifestation. Everybody wants it to happen. I want to manifest love. You say it today and they want it tomorrow. No, love is one of those slow manifestations because you have certain wants and desires. The person you want to come in has certain wants and desires too. It's finding that space where you both match up vibrationally so that you guys can continue to grow together. Okay? Look, and didn't I say Sagittarian energy? We have Sagittarius coming out, optimism, exploration, and freedom. So this person's very optimistic in life. They like to explore things. They like to have their freedom as well. And that is something you guys will absolutely discuss. And this person could absolutely be a Sagittarius, but they very much like to do things like when they have an idea, they work towards it. They're very optimistic that they're going to get it. And that's why it's so important for you to stay in that vibration of love, because this person knows how to do that in the physical realm. They know how to manifest. This person knows how to bring things to them. And that's what's brought them freedom in life. They don't have any worries. They don't worry financially. They don't worry about bills. They don't worry about what they want. They want to experience that with somebody, though. They want to share that with somebody and have somebody to explore the world with. And I know it's you, because it's this energy of coming together in love, in high vibrational love, and being able to communicate what you want, not only with this person, but with Source as well. So last card here, we have Milky Way perspective. It's interesting. This person is going to change the way you view life. That's what they're going to do. So whether you've met them or you haven't met them yet, your future love is going to change the way you see the world, the universe. This person could be very spiritual, or you could be very spiritual, but you need to be grounded. If you're very grounded, you need to have that spirituality to help lift you up. It's like wherever you're at, it doesn't matter. It's like this person is going to show you the other side of the spectrum. So like I was saying, they're very good at manifestation. So it's telling me that you guys are very spiritual. It's easy for you guys to spend time in the spiritual realm, to connect with Source, to connect with your guides, to connect on the spiritual level. And it might be difficult for you guys to manifest what you want, especially when it comes to love, right? And there's this loss of hope and loss of faith there. And this person, when they come into your life, they're going to help you understand how to manifest in the physical realm. Understanding likewise, you're going to show them the spiritual aspect of life. So it's like they may be lacking in spirituality where you're lacking in manifestation, and vice versa. It's like you guys are going to balance each other out, but together you guys are going to change the way you perceive the whole of the universe. The Milky Way here, this is like the workings of the universe. You're going to see it from a much larger perspective. Not maybe you do see things from a huge perspective already, but it's going to be expansive, the growth that you guys are going to experience together. I am so excited for you, Pile 2. I hope that this resonates. If it does, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set the notification bell. And if you guys are interested in more in-depth readings, longer readings, check out my other channel, Readings by Circe. You will find the link down below. The link will also be on the channel, so you guys can click on that and head over there. Or you can type in Readings by Circe in the search box and I will come up, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. But until next time, stay human. Welcome, my fellow humans, on pile number 3. This is for those of you guys that chose this beautiful yellow citrine. This is going to be a reading on describing your future love. So far, they've been really telltale. So I'm going to start off with the astro dice. Let me go ahead and cleanse them with the smoke here. We'll ask about who they are, a description of who they are from Source, and then we'll get into your tarot cards, and from there, the oracle cards. So, all right, Source, for pile number 3, my fellow humans here, can you help us describe their future love? Pile number 3's future love, Source, can you help us describe them? What can you tell us about them? Source, what can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Okay, Source, what can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Okay. Ooh, nifty. Okay, so the first message I got when I flipped these over, or put these down, however you want to say it, is that this person is a Spitfire. That was the first thing I heard. So, let's zoom in so you guys can see your dice. Okay, whoops, sorry, I'm not trying to bounce the camera. I was going to say computer. It's actually a camera, not computer. Maybe this person is a computer programmer, or they work with their computer, or they could be online as well. So, excellent. Let's put this here. I think that's pretty good. This one, it's actually even. It's just that the shadow on it makes it look like it's not even. That's so funny. Okay, cool. So, this person, they have got their stuff together. Okay, this person, when they come in, you're going to notice that this person likes new beginnings. They love to start brand new projects. They love to get involved in new things. I have ash on my nail. They like to burn the old and out with the old and in with the new. That's what they like, guys. They really like to start new things. They are very keen on their appearance, right? They like to look good. They like to show up in this place of how they feel on the inside, they look on the outside, or how they look on the outside is how they feel on the inside. Like, they very much like to mirror in their physical realm how they feel within. They feel very good. They're very self-confident. They have a lot of individuality. They may be very unique in the way that you've never been with somebody quite like this that looks like they do, right? Like, that's something that's come out here. And they have an attitude. It's like all about first impressions for them. They have this attitude about life that's very catchy. They are true to their identity and their individuality, and this person loves their independence. It's like they view the world in such a unique way. Like, this is going to be something that draws you in right from the beginning with this person, is you're going to notice that they view the world from this completely different way. You're going to notice that they don't do things like most people. In fact, they're very, very unique in the way that they approach life. And I love that because house 1 is ruled by Aries, and Mars over here rules Aries as well. So this person is very fiery. They're very passionate about life. You could see this person and be like, wow, you just really love to live life, right? They're super persistent in the way that they go about things. So maybe you could be playing hard to get. And this is just an example that's coming through here for you, pile 3. You could be playing hard to get, and this person is going to go to all lengths for you. I'm not saying that to play games here. I'm just saying that maybe you don't trust that this is your person right off the bat because of the way they appear. Again, that very unique energy coming through. They're very different than anything or anybody that you've been with in the past. And you could just be like not trusting yourself when you meet this person, or trusting them because they might feel like a player because of that very passionate energy that they come from. And you might be like, oh no, you've got way too many people on the side. So you may be playing hard to get, and this person is going to go above and beyond to get your attention. They are very steady, and they have a lot of trust. Like, they're very trustworthy, and they have a lot of patience. Like, this person is not afraid to go to the distance, right? Why do I hear that Hercules song, I Can Go the Distance? Like, I don't remember how it goes, but that was what came through. I can go the distance. I keep thinking Hercules because I saw a picture of Hercules right now. So this person could be very like fit and buff. They could wear very unique clothes, maybe time period clothes. Like, this could be someone who wears like old fashioned clothes, you know? I hear that song too, $20 in my pocket. Like, that song I heard right now too. So this person is very unique in the way that they are. Like, I love that. They have a very fun energy. They got a lot of tenacity and drive. They're very reliable. So like, where you might not be okay with them at first, or you might be questioning them, or you're not trusting them at first, that's okay. This person does not take that personally. They understand that's the situation that you've grown up in, or that's the life that you've lived up until this point, and they want to go out of their way to show you that they're a very trustworthy person. You may see that this person is all about materialism, and they're stubborn. And the truth is that they just like things to be stable in their life. They really like to have that sense of security. And this person is very indulgent in fine arts and beauty and luxury. They're very chic and fashionable. Like, this person, when you see them, you're going to be like, oh, that's a rich snob. Like, I'm getting this resistance from you. And don't feel bad. Like, this is not to make you feel bad. Okay, this is like what I'm feeling like when you met them or when you will meet them. There's a resistance in you that's coming through, and this person actually really enjoys that, because it means that you don't just go willy-nilly with everybody, right? Like, they're going to see that you guys also like to preserve your inner peace, and so they're going to take their time with you. Now, there may be points where you feel like this person's super aggressive, or you may see actions where they're like aggressive, or maybe you're getting pursued by multiple people and this person turns it into some kind of competition and they relish in that. Like, they get such a huge ego boost from that, and it's not a bad thing. That is the energy of this person. They like to win. They have a very, very high sex drive. This person does. And they are going to show a lot of passion and desire towards you. They're very courageous when it comes to exploration in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom. And they're not afraid to assert themselves. But there's this energy coming through as well that they also want to know that they're wanted. So when you guys do connect, or if you have connected, just remember that this person wants to feel the way that they like making you feel as well. It's not just a one-sided road. Okay? This person is a leader. Now, there is some energy coming through where they may be very impulsive. They may be very brash. This person may be very abrasive. That's the word. They may be very abrasive sometimes, and that is just who they are. Like, it's not to say, oh, I'll let you be who you are and walk over me. It's just a reminder that to set boundaries with this person is very important, because they're so used to just kind of bullying people over to get what they want. And it's not necessarily a bad type of being a bull, right? Like, this is, again, the bull is indicative of the Taurian energy here. This person is just used to putting head down and just running as fast as they can until something sticks. Like, they're just so used to that. And so this is a reminder to you that when you meet this person, to make sure you set some firm boundaries. They appreciate it. You will be thankful that you did. But there's this energy coming through that it is necessary with them, because they have a tendency to hurt people's feelings. And it's unintentional. Like, they're not doing it because they're like, oh, I want to hurt this person. They're doing it because they're just so used to running as fast as they can through life. Okay? While they have a lot of patience, yes, but they still run full force ahead, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to go so far out there. Okay. So, definitely could be dealing with an Aries. Aries have a tendency when they're in shadow energy to come across as very childish. It's not to say that if you are an Aries, you're very childish. No. It's just to say when they're in their shadow energy, they seem very childish. And this person could come across like that. It doesn't mean that they are childish, but that is the information that Source wants you to know. So let me shuffle these a little bit here. Okay, Source, can you help us describe... Wow, let's get the shuffle right. Can you help me describe pile number 3's future love? What can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Now, understanding too that some of the cards have been describing situations that the people have been going through. So keep an open mind with what comes out in the tarot. I have to read what comes through on the tarot cards. So I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what is coming through. I'm just a truth teller, guys. So I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like I need to say that. So that is for someone out there. And if that's you, that's cool. I absolutely understand. Sometimes we just want to hear what we want to hear and not what we need to hear. So, Source, what can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Okay. What can you tell us about pile number 3's future love, Source? What can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Whoa, that came out flying. Y'all, my acorn. Come back, homie. Okay. Okay, what can you tell us about pile number 3's future love? Okay. And if a card comes out in the reverse, don't worry, guys. There's a story. What else can you tell us about pile number 3's future love, Source? Okay, I heard you. I heard you. What's on the bottom of the deck? Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on. Okay, yeah, so we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is just clarifying what I was saying. You guys are going to feel like this person's a player. And they're going to get that energy from you that you feel that way. Not that you're a player. I mean, you could be. I don't know. That's cool, whatever. But they're gonna definitely feel that vibration from you when they first meet you. And I feel like that's what it's like. I keep hearing the chase is on. Like, I keep hearing that. What was that I saw? Was that the Ace of Swords? No, I guess it wasn't. Sorry. I thought it was the Ace of Swords. I keep hearing the chase is on. Like, that's the thing that comes through here. It's like, so they don't mind that you view them like this at first. In fact, it's what pushes them to come after you. Okay? And so, again, take it as it resonates, but that's the energy that's coming through here. We have the 8 of Coins reversed. We have the Six of Swords. The Sun reversed. And the Emperor reversed. We have Virgo, Aquarian, Leo, and Aries energy. We also have Sagittarian energy out here as well. Okay, and those are just the signs that are coming out with the cards here, guys. That doesn't necessarily mean that's going to resonate with everybody. This person hasn't been made aware of the fact that they need to work on balancing their energy. Right? They very much feel like things need to be a certain type of way. And I feel like the problem is that in the past, they've dealt with people who have made them feel stuck in a situation. They've made them feel like they can't be who they're meant to be. And that's why this person reigns in their freedom. Like, they love their freedom. They love to be who they are. They love to express themselves because they've dealt with some very manipulative people in the past. And for you, you might see them as the very person that they've walked away from. And that's not who they are. It's just that's how, it's like you've dealt with somebody for so long, you kind of appear that way at times, but that's not necessarily how you are because you're preserving your energy, right? So the thing is here is that they've dealt with a lot of people who've made them feel less than. And right now, what they're really working on balancing out is their mind and how they feel about themselves. So they like to dress a certain way because they want to feel good about themselves. Like, eventually this is going to turn into, they're going, wow, one of the dogs is snoring. So if you guys heard that, that's the dogs. They're all asleep. And one of them is snoring and dreaming really crazy right now. So I have 3. But what they're working on right now is balancing this out, or what they're being brought to is balancing this energy out. There's somebody that's coming into their life. It could very much be you, but this could also be a friend that's coming into their life that's helping them see themselves from a different aspect and seeing themselves in a place where they can grow spiritually, understanding they don't have to come from this self-sabotaging energy, this energy where they're always giving themselves away, this energy where they're always trying to impress people who don't serve them on a deeper level. Right? And it's scary. This person is having to face a lot right now. So if this is you coming in and maybe you guys have gone into separation because of this, this is just saying like you have really forced an awakening on this person. It's like looking into the mirror, right? This person's looking into the mirror with you, like all the aspects that they see that are good about you, they too have, but they haven't been able to tap into those in a very long time. And so right now they're really working on healing that. And it's frustrating. Like, this is something that's frustrating. They've kept hidden for a long time. They have hid themselves behind their looks and their appearance for a long time because it's like, if I feel good on the outside one day, then I'll feel good on the inside. And it's like now they're being brought into this area of life where they have to actually focus on making themselves feel good internally. And that's different. That's different than anything that they've ever actually experienced before. And it's like, there's like this resistance to it, right? There's definitely resistance to it. And that's what I feel mirrors, like you have that resistance to them when you first met them or when you first meet them. There's that resistance because not everybody has met this person, and some of you guys have met this person. And if you're involved with this person, you're noticing this change, and there may be a withdrawal from this person where they're going through this huge growth. And you're just kind of like, wow, like, you know, they're not exactly like the way that they used to be. And that's okay. Just give them space and time to really deal with this. And as they deal with it on a deeper level, they're going to be able to balance out their energy. You know, with this Six of Swords here, this is all about seeing oneself through the eyes of the divine love and understanding that not everybody's against us, right? And so the thing in their past is that they didn't want to rock the boat. They didn't want to seem different than everybody else. So with the Eight of Coins here in the reverse, is talking about conforming to society. And again, these are very Reader's Digest versions of the cards, but my Eight of Coins in the reverse really talks about conforming to what society wants you to do. And it's like, before they didn't want to rock that boat because of, well, I hear that skit by George Carlin right now. Not everybody wants to rock the boat. You know, they're happy getting pancakes and whatever it is. And like, that's the energy that this person has been in because they've always been overpowered by these other people. very fiery people. Like this person has a fiery energy, and the people that have been fiery in their past have been very controlling, manipulative people. And it's like they don't know right now how to really embrace that fiery passion in them from the light aspect. It's all about healing the shadow side and accepting themselves fully. And that's what's going on here. And so some patience on your part is needed. This person's very patient. They know they have work to do. Yes, there's some resistance, but they're also not afraid to begin this because they know what a new beginning is. You know, we have Aries energy coming out 3 times here. I don't usually use a dice, but I can't look away from that either. You have the first house Mars energy, and you have Aries energy represented by the Emperor, right? I can't look away from that. That's something, this person knows what a new beginning is. They know what changes. They know what it is to start something. Sometimes, though, they may have trouble finishing. And this time they have to finish. They have to follow through. Because if they don't follow through, they're going to end up back in this situation. And that has been a pattern that they've been looking at this whole time. So let's get some other cards on it. Can I get some advice for pile number 3, Source? Can you please get some advice for pile number 3? Wow, that came out flying. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. All because of the card. Please get some advice for pile number 3. Yeah. So this person feels like they take 1 step forward only to take 6 steps back, right? Like, and they feel like it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have a problem beginning things, but they have a problem following through, because the minute that something doesn't go the way that they planned, they feel hopeless and they feel like they can't do it. So let's see what this one is. Again, with the Ace of... So we have the Ace of Clubs, also representative of strength energy, right? So we have the Ace of Clubs coming out in the upright, and the Ace of Clubs, or the Ace of Wands over here in the reverse. And so it's like this energy of realizing that they're capable of taking the next step. They're capable of taking action towards what they want, and remembering that they don't have to give up because of this. And I feel like you're mirroring this energy too, because you're taking step towards the love that you want in your life. You're trying to heal your heart. You're trying to be open. You're trying to heal the sacral chakra here. You're really trying to find your own truth about what it is that you desire when it comes to your passion life, your desire life, your sex life, your love life, all these things. But when something doesn't come through for you, you feel like hopeless in the situation. Like things aren't working out for you. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to take 3 steps back. I took 1 step forward. And the 3 of Swords here is asking for you to have patience, because in both situations, you're going to get sent somebody, whether that's you guys together, each other, or if this is somebody, a third party outside of you guys, there's going to be someone that enters into your life that helps you balance out that energy. This could be as complex as a guide, and it could be as simple as just a new friend. Okay, like I want you guys to know, and anything in between. Okay, the 3 of Swords in the original tarot that I read, it talks about having help from source. This is like source intervention. It's like, I know you've worked hard. I know you've had trouble. I know it's been really hard for you, and you've outgrown a situation. And because you jumped out of the situation that you've outgrown, now it's like, what do I do? Let me bring help for you, right? You have the sun shining down on these swords here, illuminating the truth. Okay, it's like where it's raining behind. If you guys can see it in this card, it's raining in the purple section, right? There's rain. And then the sun shines on the swords. And it's like, okay, it's been hard. It's been difficult. It's been upsetting to this point. But now Source is going to shine the light on you and help you guys find your truth and help you find your way. Help you find the path. And it's all because you guys left situations that weren't serving you. But it's like when we do something new, it's being a brand new person or brand new at whatever, like a game. Okay, say you're a beginner at a game and you start the game and you get so frustrated because nothing you do you can pass level 1. Well, you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying. This is just an example, but it does what do I want to say here? I apologize. I just had a blank. It mirrors life. It's the equivalent of life. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. It's the equivalent of life. You begin a game and you can't pass the first level. It's super frustrating. And then finally, you play it so often that you've passed the first level, and you pass the first level, and then you pass 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you get to 7, and now you can't pass 7, and you're just as frustrated as you were at level 1. But you're not looking at the fact that you passed all those levels without much intervention, without much trouble, without much stress, without much anything. You just went through and did it. But now you're back at a frustrating part, and you feel like you started all over again, but you haven't. You have to look at the steps that you've taken to get to where you're at. And so that's what they're saying here. It's like, take a look at the steps that you've taken to get to where you are, and not focusing on the hardships that you've had. Those hardships have made you grow. And you guys are learning with the 7 of Clubs here. You're learning to share this knowledge, not just with others, but with your internal self. Is like, this is internal wisdom coming through and sharing that knowledge with you. And you receiving that knowledge. Right? Opening yourself up to that and not letting the emotions of your life control everything that you do. This is allowing yourself to see every angle and realizing that you've done a lot. And it's weird. I didn't know that this was on the bottom, and I said level 7, and we have 7 coming out as like a confirmation, as that's what Source wanted you guys to hear. Treat it like a game. It's the game of life. Both of you guys are going to have to start somewhere. Okay? You as well. Okay? And so your advice is just to begin and not to give up when things get hard or when things don't go your way. Remember that that is teaching you a valuable lesson, or that's building strength or building character. It's doing something for your life, right? This is happening for me, not to me. And that this card went flying. And that is something to remember on the journey. Yeah, so we have number 8 coming out. Clearing up karmic cycles, clearing out childhood wounds, letting yourself go with the flow here and feel prosperity in life. This is sea turtle with stability. You're rebuilding that stable foundation that maybe you lost as a child, that maybe you didn't get to experience as a child, and learning what that means to you. You're making progress, though. That's what the message is here. All right, let's get some more oracles on it. Can we please have a love oracle for pile number 3? Okay. Can we please have a love? Wow. Thank you. Is that 1? Okay. I just want to make sure it's 1 and not a whole stack, because it's been sending me out a whole stack all day. So we have number 5, and 5 is all about being willing to change. It's also that uncomfortable growth period, right? So we have simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. And so maybe when you guys are feeling bad about yourselves, to remind yourself how happy you can be by just doing something kind for someone around you. Like maybe making dinner for your family, or maybe, I don't know, picking up the house, or going down the street and giving somebody at the end of the street a meal, or whatever it is. You guys know what your kindness is, you know, and I'm not trying to tell you have to do this or that. Maybe you see a homeless person on the side of the road, you give them $5 when you pass them. There's all kinds of ways to be kind to people. Maybe you see a child one day and you have a stuffed animal with you that you were going to go donate, and instead of donating it, you give it to the child. Right? There's all these kinds of things that you can do, and it reminds us why we enjoy being human, because that's humanity, is kindness, right? So let's get this last card out. We'll see what your oracles say. Thank you. Wow, okay, so you guys are going to get 2. Shh. I won't tell pile 1 and 2 if you don't tell pile 1 and 2, okay? Yeah, so we have house 8. Again, number 8 coming out. This is all about clearing those karmic lessons, those karmic situations in your life. This is transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. This is connected with Scorpio energy, going into the depths, the darkness, the things that are icky and sticky that nobody wants to touch. But that's what's going on here. That's the energy that's happening between you and this person, whether you guys are doing that to each other or that's what's happening before you guys meet. Look, we have number 14, equality with seahorse. So where you might see this person as a player and doing things that you don't necessarily approve of, what you're not seeing is that this person is actually going to be someone that gives to you and receives from you equally. Like, you're not going to have a taking situation or someone that's a narcissistic vampire here or someone that's an energy vampire. This person is going to give to you as much as you give to them. And it's going to be a very equal give and take kind of situation. Like, you guys are going to very much deeply love one another here and enjoy one another's company and build from each other emotionally. I love that. I think this person, if you guys haven't met, then this person knows that you're in their energy. Okay? And if you guys have met, this person watches you from, like, you don't know. This person is watching you from the depths. I was going to say from the depths. They watch you from the depths. I don't actually know what that means, but that's what I heard. And so, but this person is watching you. Like, they're keeping an eye on you. They could be stalking you on social media, but it's not like in a bad way. It's like this person just likes to see you succeed, and they like to see things that you do. And I think that that's helping them heal in this. That's the energy that's coming from here. It's like, if I stay still as a statue and unknown, I can get healing information from them. And as I heal, maybe that brings them closer to me too. Like, that's kind of this energy that they feel. I love that this came out. We have number 20. I love you. These are powerful words. So this person does love you. They want to tell you that. This is from their higher self. Whether you guys are together or not, they want to tell you they love you. But this card also directly talks about saying these words to yourself. It is so important to come from a place of self-love and understanding that the more you change in your life doesn't mean it's going to be easy, right? I love this saying. It's my mom, when she was sick, she got this I don't know, it's something that you hang up. It's just this little plaque. And it was from one of her friends when she got sick. And it says, faith makes things possible, not easy. And I feel like that's something that's coming through for you guys here. It's just continuing to have faith on the situation, even if it is a struggle, even if it is hard, even if it feels like things are falling apart, right? Ooh, so we have Jupiter, grow and expand. Yeah, this is a very much, I promise you guys I can talk. I feel like maybe you guys make this person feel so nervous they can't talk right in front of you. Like, they don't know what to say. So I feel like that's why this keeps coming up. Like, I promise you guys I have good diction. I'm very articulate. I have a great vocabulary bank on me. But right now, I have been struggling with speaking on your guys' reading, and I cannot say why. It's just been since I connected with their energy. I'm very much like all over the place here. And so I feel like that's the thing. Like, you guys are going to help each other grow and expand. Jupiter is the good luck planet. And so there's a lot of good luck to have with this connection with you guys, even just knowing each other in life. You're going to grow and expand. And then we have Earth energy coming through with persistent patience and practicality. Yeah, so again, being patient, and there's going to be very slow moving energy here. Being okay with that and accepting that as it is. I apologize if you guys hear that. That is one of the dogs. She is snoring so loud. She is so tired. She was playing earlier, and so she is out. And then we have iceberg, submerged. And this actually goes so much with the reading that we had today, guys. Because this is talking about you only see 10% of the iceberg. The other 90% is submerged under the water, and you don't see that. Right? You don't see what's going on down there below the surface. You don't see what's going on. What you can't see. And this is talking about there's stuff going on in the spiritual realm that you guys can't see. And what you're seeing is only 10%. So you guys may be losing faith based on 10% of the actual situation when the other 90% is really pushing for this to happen in your life. Having faith is just trusting in the process no matter what you see with your physical eyes. It's having faith and knowing in your heart that things are going to work out in your best interest, in your best favor. Like, it's reminding you that you can't go based on what you see, right? You have to go based on the energy that you put forth and what it is that you brought to the situation and in your own life, and trusting that that's exactly what needs to be done, because it's always enough. You are enough, and you are worthy of what you desire in your life, okay? I had a great time with your guys' reading, even though I was kind of all over the place. I love this. I really hope it resonates. If it does, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel so you guys always are aware of when the next video does go live. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you guys get alerted. If you are interested in deeper readings or more in-depth readings, check out my other channel at Readings by Circe. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. But until next time, stay human, guys. Bye.